back from SEMA, and here we have the Bronco RTR with us. I know a lot of you guys have seen this online. You guys have probably been watching Vaughn and Lauren wheel it. If you follow them on Instagram, or even me on Instagram, you'll see a lot of the posts. And I gotta say, this thing is pretty neat. I've never been a Jeep person, so this was my first time going into anything off-road like this, and I really do like a lot of the features that this vehicle has. Starting with just the vehicle itself, this is a Bronco Badlands Sasquatch edition. So I don't know what any of that means, but I do know that it means that it has these orange handles on it. When we go ahead and hit the power button here, you can fire it up. This has got the 2.7 in it. Steering wheel's set up like a lot of Fords, where you have all your controls right there on the steering wheel. One thing I will say that I don't like about the Bronco steering wheel is this horn. If you guys can see that, it kind of protrudes out, and if you turn one-handed, or if you're leaning in going off-roading, you always hit that horn. I have hit that thing so many times. This here is the Bronco, I believe it's 8.5 inch screen. They do have one with a 12-inch screen. That one is pretty massive, it looks cool. This one works fine. You have your dual climates on this version right here, as well as your heated seats. You have all your normal sync features. This here is Sync 4, so it will actually connect to my phone without me actually having to plug it in, which I do like that feature. Up top here, we got a lot of buttons and cool stuff. You have your sway bar disconnect, you have your front locker, your rear locker. This right here, basically you rotate 360 around one tire. That helps you find traction control off, and then you also have your hazards. Not every Bronco has these. I saw one earlier today that only had, I believe, 3 buttons over here. Up top, we have all our auxiliary features that we can set up. On this vehicle, only this one here is set up for the RTR lights, which are right there. And then you have your features here to turn on and off your interior lights. In the back, it does have one light right there, and it's very dim. It doesn't even really help light up anything back here. This one here has the power seats, which is kind of cool. I do like having power seats. In the center, if we move this, you can see windows locks. Over here is for your side mirrors, because unlike Jeep, these are actually mounted to the body. That way when you take your doors off, you don't have to worry about losing your side mirrors. And these ones here, if you see right there in the corner, it does have the blind spot awareness, which does come in handy. Back in here, we have our 4-wheel drive modes along with our GOAT mode. So 2 high, 4 high, 4 auto, which will auto select when it feels it needs your 4-wheel drive, and your 4 low. And this here is your traction control enabled. Is 1 pedal, so all you have to really do is worry about the brake. The gas is taken care of by the vehicle itself. But if we start switching through our GOAT modes here, we can see we have normal, eco, slippery, mud and ruts, sand, Baja, which is fun, rock crawl, and then it all starts over again. And then each one of these is going to shift it into a different version of 4-wheel drive, depending on what it is that you need for that. Changes the display. It's kind of neat. This here, if we look up, this is a pre-production top. So we just flip these down here, it unlatches. We got some nice zippers here. If we check it out, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. You can see right here in the back, it hits at an angle. A lot of people said they have liked this. On the actual production one, it comes out and squares up, and then this whole thing here folds back. On the pre-production one though, we can see that this top here just folds back, and then these back windows here slide out of place. So that's kind of how that looks without the top. You can actually take this whole thing off here. You can see there's some mounting locations throughout the thing, but it just kind of sucks taking that thing on and off. Other than that, the rest of it is pretty much RTR. So what do you say we get into those parts? Sticking with the inside here, we have the RTR debossed seats. This here is a cat skin leather. It's 2-tone. I believe we're gonna have 3 different options: black and gray, black and white. and then the other one is going to be black and brown, kind of how you see on the Fairlane Bronco. If you haven't seen that already, it is a giveaway through the Fairlane Foundation, so you guys can check that out. I'll put a link in here somewhere. On the outside, we have the RTR topographical map. This one here is of Johnson Valley. This is going to come in 4 different colors, and you're going to have this right here, which is the Hyper Lime, which we've been using for our logo a lot. The other colors are actually going to be set up to match your interior color. So you're going to get an Orange Fury, a Grabber Blue, and then your basic is going to be gray. You can see we have it continued up here and then here around the edge. We're not doing anything for the hard top. Some people have asked that if we're going to do anything where it goes all across the top. But if you're taking the top on and off, all you're going to do is damage the thing. We have our logo here on the fenders, and then again up here on the grill. This grill right here that is on this vehicle is 3D printed. If we get up close, you can kind of see a little bit of where the seam was made. But this center section here is going to be interchangeable. So you have this basic one right here, then you're going to have one that pops out and goes in with a LED light bar. You're going to have one that says Bronco across the front, and then it is also going to have a high flow option. And the other cool thing is that there will be a version that is compatible with the front facing camera. So that'll be cool. On the final production model, these lights here are going to light up, signature RTR look. There's definitely going to be different models. It's not going to be called spec models like we have with our Mustangs, but you will have protection packages and things like that. So one option is these modular end caps that you can put on the modular bumper. This one here is sitting on the stock Sasquatch suspension, but we are going to have a couple options through Fox. This one right here is sitting on some 35s. These are 17x9 Tech 6 wheels with the +0 offset. You can get this onto a non-Sasquatch, but you'll have to remove your crash bar ends for that. But as far as the package goes, this is kind of how we're setting this up. And it will fit on any model of the Ford Bronco. We have our rock sliders with your tire kick out, so in case you get up against some brush, it will kick out so you don't catch that back tire. This is pretty cool. In an upcoming video, you guys are going to see where I stand on that thing while it's driving, so that worked out pretty good. In the back here, we have the RTR tubular bumper. It actually works with the factory reverse sensors, so that helps out a lot. That's pretty cool. And then over here behind our Michigan manufacturer plate, you can see that this here mounts up. You can actually take this off in case you're doing some heavy wheeling and you don't want this thing to get ripped off. You can toss it in the back. Back here we have the RTR tire swing out. You still have use of your factory camera. This will fit up to a 40. And then this right here is our modular mount, so you can put a shovel back here or whatever. What we have set up too for this is a jerry can. So you guys may have seen it in my video for SEMA. If not, I'll pop it in here where we put a jerry can here. You can open it up, slide it in and out. It's actually pretty trick. You have your reverse light. You can get your high-rise jack if you want that in there. In the back here, I'm not really sure if this is going to be an option because I know we're still looking at it, but this here is the Blizzard box from Type S. This thing is pretty sweet, and as you can see, plugs into the back there. And then up front here, we have our Project X Series 1 FF7 lights. These things are actually pretty cool. This works as a day runner right through here. Let me see if I can get it to turn around now that it's dark enough. Yep, there it is. You can see it kind of works as a day runner, which is pretty sick. I like it. It adds a little bit of flair to the vehicle, makes it stand out. And this is the RTR light bar. You guys can put anything that you want on this. So you can just get this mount itself and then put the Project X's up here, or you can get a solid light bar and put it across there. They can mount to the front or the top. It's really up to you. And then when we flip the auxiliary switch for these things, as you can see, they're actually very, very bright. I've been having a lot of fun with the Bronco so far. We are gonna have some videos coming up where we're gonna go off-roading, taking it to some shows and doing some stuff before it has to go back out to Concord. So make sure that you guys tune in for that. I just want to do a quick video because I've been gone. I've been actually suffering from COVID pneumonia, so that's where I've been for a while. As you can probably hear in my voice, I'm still trying to get my lung capacity back. It is no joke. I hadn't been getting my shots. Make sure that you guys do. If that's something that you are into, I would suggest suggest it. I do know everybody has their own opinion on it, so please follow what you feel is right. But from my opinion, I kind of wish I would have had it. My family caught some form of COVID from me, but they all have their shots and they were done in just a few days. Excuse me, I'm going on week 3 of this and it was no joke. But anyways, we are gonna have more videos coming up here about the Bronco RTR. Make sure to tune in. If you guys haven't already, make sure to like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything that's coming up, because we do a lot of fun stuff around here. Hopefully with this GoPro, I haven't put myself in the dark too much. That was my problem when I was filming earlier. So in the next one, we are gonna be going off-road with the Bronco RTR. Make sure that you guys don't miss it, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.